So we are going to do the next one, which is in case you want to have fullness on the top. Okay. Now in such a case, the opening will have to be from the top to the bottom, which means that the bottom is to remain intact and the top portion is the one which needs to open up. So we want to open it in this way, okay, and place it on a sheet where we can okay. Now the same thing we'll follow. I'm going to be opening it 1 centimeter. See, on the fourth one, I'm going to be opening 1, 2, 2, 2, and 1. For half scale, you can open it 2, 4, 4, 4, and 2. And for full scale, you can open 4, 8, 8, like that. Okay? So double of each measurement. So basically, in case if you're doing a full scale, you can open 4 centimeter in the center, 8, 8, 8 on each partition, and the last one also can be 4 centimeter. Okay, so the first marking is here. So I will place this and I can start taping it up.
So, mom, it has to be open till 2 centimeters
No,
only.
No, there is no such rule. You can open it less or more. It actually depends on how much of opening you want. What is the kind of gathers that you need? This is like quite exaggerated. This is quite an exaggerated sleeve. Okay, so this okay, in the end also I'm adding a little bit. See, frankly, I don't really need to add here. Especially for a puff sleeve, I don't want to add anything here. Because usually when we are making any kind of gathers, the gathers are more distributed here. So in fact, it is also alright if you don't open the last one as much. You can open the last one much lesser. Because we want the fullness for any kind of sleeve which has gathers or puffs. You want the fullness more on the crown area, the upper crown area, and not so much on the lower one. So what I've done is I have reduced, rather than going an equal division, I am going more opening on the top. In fact, if you keep this also more, that's also fine. I'm just marking to show you what is the fullness that is being created. So all of this is the fullness that has gotten added. Now, another thing which is, can you tell me what is the kind of sleeve this is going to create? It's going to create a something like a
Product sleeve.
something like a puff sleeve, which has got fullness here. So in any kind of puff sleeve, you will not see gathers here. There aren't many gathers on the lower portion. And another characteristics of this kind of a sleeve is that it has got a like a height. It raises above the shoulder. Puff, this puffiness. So to be able to get this height, what we also need to do other than just gathers is to raise the crown height. So approximately 5 centimeter you can raise the crown height for a full scale. You can raise the crown height by easily by 5 centimeter and reshape. So this is the additional fullness So this kind of a sleeve will happen when you raise the crown height and you open up more towards the center, lesser towards the sides. So that means there's less here, more here. Okay, and observe what happens to the hem. Since we haven't opened it, the hem is getting a curve like this. Having done that, we'll cut this out.
Mom, so the center back and the center front is going to be the same, not that the center back will be a bit rising from the center front.
Now there is no center back and center front on a sleeve. So what do you mean by, are you saying the back crown height?
The back portion is a bit above the front one, right?
Yeah, so the back portion is slightly higher. So we are going to create that difference. So once I open this up, now this is where the back is, this is where the front is. So I'm going to, on the lower portion, I'm going to reshape this a little bit. Okay. So, and since I told you that lower portion there isn't so much of a difference, so I can just reshape it like this. Okay, mark your notches. The notches are still the same, although because as I explained, there are no gathers here. So these notches still remain where they were because we don't want gathers to come in this area. The gathers get spread in the upper portion only. So this becomes, and once you have done this, you will have the grain line. So this is how the grain line is. So this becomes the pattern of a sleeve which has offset
And
that
where
one.
exactly are we placing the notches? Notches are usually where the entire sleeve gets attached, right?
The notches, as in the notches are here. Right now, I know that you haven't, I don't think you have marked notches on your sleeve. You haven't, right?
No.
But you mark it because if you remember when we have done the